It's a family reunion. Father and son back together after all these years. Except now they're both technically dead and the son sets the dad on fire. Yeah!
This is the part of the video where I tell you all that bears are cannibals.
By means of breaking out of prison, doing stand-up comedy, appeasing an ancient leprechaun in a fiddle battle to escape the bayou, and much, much more. All
You know your values have been f***ed by these videos when the argument you use against these comics is like, but they get married when they're 8, so I don't see the problem. Click, you suck.
Sometimes I think I might hate you.
Just to set the record straight, I do wash my clothes.
Like, you will never be a basketball. Get out of my son's life.
We know the truth! Go back to the zoo, you dolphin!
turns out that drinking this glass of raw, unpasteurized milk from a random cow I met earlier was the perfect cure for radiation poisoning.
Stop staring at clouds with Scott. He's dating a horse.
No! You don't own the building! You don't get to decide what happens to it!
Patrick is a robot.
Money can't buy frogs!
This is the way it has to be, Ida. I have a butter knife.
I have a butter knife, no words.
I'm not afraid to use it.
So not only did Disney Jr. cause the death of Playhouse Disney, but the death of some soap opera channel too?
Remember when this video was about total drama? Psychotic behavior is a result from a detachment from reality.
Even take over the sky. Why is there an aerial skibbity toilet, bro? And if
She's crying in there. Okay, maybe I need to tell the parents, but then they're gonna know I was responsible. It's football team sports day.
I'm exhausted. Can I have my body back? Ooh, I can't. I sold it. What? How could you do this to me? I mean, in my defense, look at this. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart and my head and my limbs and all my organs, and the very next day, you gave it away.
But I mean, if you want to argue why Michael Afton could beat a billion lions in the comments, be my guest.
I'm not anti-vegetable, by the way. I'm just anti-vegetable to the face.
Well, we couldn't very well serve that cake the way those wild penguins tore it apart, could we? And to think that they were carried away by a freak tornado.
Emperor Bellos grabs a jar of fishing bait while Hootie gets fishing gear. That is a weird combo.
Yeah, this was worth it, baby. This was worth it. Do you think they're in love? I like to think that they're in love now.
Who drives in the dead of night to a creepy closed mall, the flippin' Skittles pizza, stanking up the car, 20 degrees outside, braving murderous animatronics, and like 50 versions of the same serial killer, and bro gives them 40 cents?
Where the whole class gathers around that, I don't know, Slenderman looking character with knives during recess. Yeah?
Remember, kids, if you ever wind up in jail, just shove an entire chocolate bar in the prison guard's face, and they'll rip your cell bars right off for you. It happened in a Ban YouTube animation, so it must be true. This level kicks off with a cutscene showing a certain Irish YouTuber tied up and being guarded by 2 different barrels that are definitely dating, by the way. They are very gay. And I'm happy for them, damn it.
Oh, we can use a chemical reaction. I did this at my last school. We just have to make sure we don't make it as strong this time. That way not as many people die.
Not as many.
So
Hello, guys and girls.
Get out of here!
Lust seems to want to get with Alastair. Well, Alastair wants to get with Charlie, and Charlie just wants to exist and pour shampoo on herself, I guess.
This one, Trump and Elon Megaverse fic, where Trump gets pregnant and is forced to give birth because he banned contraceptives and abortion and pride revenge.
Actually, maybe I was too harsh on the other one. This one looks exactly like the thing that chases me through a dark hallway in my recurring nightmares.
Is that fucking BD Wong? I'm the director of Rainbow Puppy's Broadway musical. BD Wong from Law & Order SVU is the fucking director of Josh's musical!
I'm not entirely comfortable labeling the suspect a serial killer.
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show. Holy shit!
The king of content farms right now was dethroned by Sad Story of Pepperman. The rest of this chapter is pretty much the same shit, different environments. Ban comes back, you run away and kill multiple Captain Fiddles in the process. There's a lot of Captain Fiddles death in this chapter. Stinger Flynn comes back with Sheriff Toadster and they give you a fucking gun for some reason.
Every friend group has the leader, the shy one, the girl, and the bird.
Number 2, Freddy meets Walter White.
Leashes, people. Put your dog on a goddamn leash. It doesn't matter how well you think you trained that dog, it's gonna see a squirrel and start a war.
There is a secret robot invasion happening in Bikini Bottom! Everywhere you look, robots have integrated themselves into society, kidnapping and replacing people with robot cyborgs, waiting for their chance to rise up and start the robot apocalypse. This is not a joke, I repeat, the robots are coming. The robots are—
Puppet Steve actually killed Marty and stole his channel. Truly one of the saddest YouTube deaths ever. A moment of silence for our boy Marty, please.
My heroes! Okay, someone is lying dead in a grocery store and a bunch of people are just making out and for some reason Jotaro is there. Love the video!
Husband, wife, and my uncle Donald Duck, who I've been holding at gunpoint for the past 16 years.
You know what a shame I can't watch 1-2 Buckle My Shoe with Mr. Beast 360 or Banana Cat sings the
We'll never know. Well, I guess you'll never know, because I know that these two were gay as fuck.
Sunny has essentially performed a coup and used Cocoa Puffs to take over the bird military.
His dad even exclaims, "Yo Gabba Gabba," to make a drummer appear, and that's how he summoned Questlove. What is this show?
Okay, wait, stop. What a fucking sentence. Let's bring our focus back to Skibbity Toilet. I think I need to say this in every video at this point. What the hell has my life come to? I'm not complaining, but like, how did I even get here?
But quickly realizes that this is where Charlie bathes, pouring tons of shampoo on herself. Nuts!
How is Arnold inside of Arnold?
We are forced to murder the happy couple in cold blood to save Jacksepticeye. 0 out of 10, worst level in the game.
And it is? This girl's making me crazy. No, you're crazy. You already were. And then you met a girl. That's what happened.
Hey, I did 6 months of research overseas, and it turns out the Easter Island heads— they're rocks, apparently.
Thank God.
Going to hurt like hell. Just stop, you son of a... Sunny reveals he secretly brought a box of the explosive Cocoa Puffs into the meeting with him, essentially a bomb that he launches at the military, basically committing Cocoa Puffs domestic terrorism.
And so pretty much all you need to know is a fat guy shakes his belly for views while this song plays in the background.
What about that time some guy blew up a church and blamed it on William Afton possessing him?
You got Steve is actually schizophrenic, Steve is actually in a mental asylum, Steve is actually a drug addict, Steve is actually in prison, Steve is actually a murderer who killed his parents. Oh my god.
Izzy probably thought she was protected, but in this episode, the people she thought she was working... Balloons just flew by my window.
The pizza party line of dolls, and we can assume she broke up with Kevin while she was eating a pizza at Pizza Hut because he was never seen again.
Might turn into a spaghetti strand of a human being that's stretching across time and space, one of the most horrific ways to die, or you may just go right through it and end up in Ponyville. Who fucking knows?
Later on in the same episode, they claim that all of these statues are transport beacons, or maybe internet modems. They can't decide from 1 minute to the next. And again, like, how do you want me to debunk that? How do you want me to debunk that Aztec statues are internet modems?
What the fuck? Oh, my headache is so bad right now. Why does red look like that? That's not what red looks like. The fuck?
No time to roleplay. I have very, very big news.
Why is he Trump? Why is he Trump?
Why is family bigger than a party? What kind of sad parties are people having? What kind of massive families do people have? I just want Cool Ranch.
Florence died in battle at the age of 27 on August 27th, 1782, which was also, coincidentally, my old webkin's birth.
And that it is incredibly high, and as such, she must have self-esteem issues.
You've gone from a singing guy in a toilet bowl to a fucking church raid. Truly peak cinema if I've ever seen it.
And his response is to like put on this exposition voice and be like, the year was 1964, and my father didn't really like us a lot, and my mom lied a bunch. But one day, me and my brother found a boat. All the while, FBI agents are upstairs, like, ramming down every door in the building. It's just very funny to imagine Dipper and Mabel just, like, staring at Stan, very lost, and Ford kind of standing there impatiently, like, yes, Stanley, I know. Can we hurry it up a bit? We only have 30 minutes.
I'm calling you a trash can, Angel. Wait, what?
Imagine the societal collapse at having a gay couple and 2 interracial couples in the main trio of High School Musical 2 in 2008.
Tootie was allegedly replaced by Stacy because Tootie looks like she ate glass.
The longer it stays in your mouth, the better it gets. Are you crying?
A little bit. The moral of this section is, never piss someone off to the point where they drown you in a toilet. I think that's some life advice we can all use.
So is this it? Are we doomed to never know if Rainbow Dash has a drinking problem? Will we never know if Pinkie Pie is about to go get seriously drunk? That actually sounds really terrifying.
Where humans are launching giant Cocoa Puffs at the cities and planting sleeper agents inside of the military. Why is this inside of a cereal commercial?
457 has been Stabotnicked.
I am your personal healthcare companion. You can't be my personal healthcare companion. You're obese.
Okay, but why are Freddy's eyes?
Whoa! Come work at Fredbear's Diner. Sing songs, entertain families. Try not to breathe too much inside of the Springlock animatronic suits because even the slightest bit of moisture will cause the Springlock mechanisms to malfunction and clamp down on you, killing you outright. Cook pizza.
She just wanted one quick bit of revenge against Chef after all the aliens and reincarnation and war stuff that may or may not be true. Moving on.
Hey Bellows! Goodfriend, you wanna catch some mackerels?
What the hell is a mackerel?
What's a fish? I eat bugs! I can eat you if you want!
No, that's not necessary.
No! The building does not belong to you!
You're still a bitch! Criminal bombastic side-eye.
You're not hip, Grandpa. They were exposed by another fanfiction author who wrote fics about the Hamilton characters being cannibalistic mermaids.
Sure why that's important, but okay. He continues to address the camera like a professional vlogger as he breaks into her bathroom and gawks at her bath/pool.
Here's an idiot trying to explain the first 10 episodes of Skibbity Toilet to a bunch of people who probably also have no idea what Skibbity Toilet is. Please enjoy.
Which Tamagotchi Me has been in a downward spiral and now loves dressing up like a hot dog because her life is falling apart. That's it, you're all caught up.
You really gonna make me say it? Mr. Krabs is using Pearl's dead mother's carcass to make Krabby Patties.
Only to be jumped by fucking Skibbity Toilet Police for some reason.
I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I wish I was a flying horse. Wait!
Okay, I know this is like a TV show, but like, what the f is going on in Korea that it's so easy to take people's organs? What the f is going on over there?
Ancient Aliens is structured almost exactly like a MatPat video.
Marshmallow has the brain capacity of a 3-year-old, obsessing over puppies and unicorns and everything sparkly. Also, Marshmallow recently came out as non-binary. It's canon. Moving on.
Like I was around during the Declaration of Independence signing.
If you ever feel dumb, just remember, you're probably right. Jesus.
Liam, Preg Batman?
Tired of the same old Freddy Fazbear? Now you can turn him into Alex the Lion from Madagascar.
But it's a good thing there's a crack house right across the street.
Old Man Yowie's boring. You hyped it up too much. Thanos Yowie would be way better.
Okay, so like, there's a Skibbity Toilet church, stay with me here, okay? And a bunch of Skibbity Toilets are watching a ceremony where one bigger Skibbity Toilet is presenting what I'm assuming is some sort of religious speech in the Skibbity language. This is all happening while the Kanye West song, No Child Left Behind, is playing in the background for some reason. And just as you're beginning to process all of that, an army of camera heads raid the church and kill the big Skibbity Toilet. Before they can kill the big Skibbity Toilet, however, one of them gets eaten alive by it. Sure, why not?
In episode 2, original Gacha Life Dance Battle Golem Educational. Come along on this gacha-themed documentary into a strip club. Fun for all ages. Watch it with your kids and your grandma, because everyone likes a bit of Gullum strip clubbing.
And obviously, put your baby in the enclosure to play with them, or have them drive your child around in a carriage. Makes sense.
Iggy, wait, no, Iggy, don't look. It's the actual custody battle, but it's an actual battle. So whoever wins this fight gets custody of you, Iggy. You will remember this for the rest of your life. Or not, just walk away. It could be anyone's fight. Don't mind me. We're just going through legal proceedings. And
It's all just so this old dude can go, wow, the laser saw and the diamond saw cuts, they look different from the ones at Puma Punka. Of course they do! Why would ancient Bolivians have power tools?
It's like an unspoken rule of the class. If you miss a field trip, you will become the field trip.
While I'm just sitting there in It's a Small World with this 4-month-old on my lap, trying to stay sane, I'm just thinking, Spurkus Cannon, what the f*** is happening in the universe in 2024, oh my god!
The 3D model Foxy flying an attack plane and shooting everybody, an Elmo Angry Bird slingshotting themselves out of a car.
Catch the serial killer, baby. Tickle?
This is backyardigans archaeology. I mean, this big-haired motherfucker has a degree in sports information communication. Why are we allowing him to run around destroying ancient artifacts in his ongoing pursuit to consistently prove all of his theories wrong?
I'll be back in 15 minutes. You guys better not do anything troublesome. Detention children.
A few moments later.
Alright, I'm back. You crashed my car through the wall. Okay.
Tell complex stories about tragedy, betrayal, revenge, lust, acceptance, and I guess the sins with the 5 Mexicans.
You read the title correctly. This is the Goofy Goober Alien Death Cult Theory, and no, I am not joking.
Makes me powerful magic. Strong, friendly vampire, powerful alpha, kindness, bad girl, and good girl. Lovely top one, always pretty cute, transforming with unicorn. Phoenix, smart flower, princess, crystal girl, golden girl, careful magic girl, love eyes, I love. Girly dress alive, normal dress too, don't mess with me and don't hurt anyone, I will kill you. I'm Barbie doll, I want dumb Barbie clothes, someone help me if Barbie comes here, you either pervert, don't be pervert.
I cannot take this anymore. The time has come to go to war.